Hello and welcome to another part of Virtual Worlds. You may see I'm John Wick. I looked through some avatars. I thought, you know what, Keanu Reeves is fantastic. Let's stick with Keanu Reeves. Right. So, um, this is another virtual world. So you've seen me do a video on Meta Horizons. This is VR chat. It's a little bit different to Meta Horizons, and there's a lot more things you can do. It's got some limitations, some differences, but also it's got some positives and some negatives. So let's have a look at some of the differences between Meta Horizons and VR chat. We'll start first by talking about the fact that there's avatars. Now, I can be a multitude of avatars, whereas in Meta Horizons, you can only really be the one avatar that you are, and that's it. In VR chat, you're able to be loads of different ones from different games, different films, different movies. Now, I'm sure there's a little bit there that's probably against kind of pirating and but these are options for you, and you can actually come into world and you can be different people like John Wick, like Sonic, like all different things. I'll show you a few different variations of avatars now, and you can see some of the sort of stuff you can be. You can be a flying packet of fries as a cat if you want to. Really, the limitations are down to your imagination, and some of these come with features. For example, being able to take the chips out of the hat and dip them in sauce, and be able to take these out. There's many different variations you can do, and there's many different features you can also do with them. These are mostly free. You can literally get them from different worlds. You just type avatar in the search, and poof, you'll get a selection of avatars you can pick, like some of these on the wall if you can see them. So there is plenty to choose from. And you can see all these on the wall behind me. They're all available. Look at all these. So you can do that. A little bit weird, but gender isn't a problem here as well. You can literally be anything you want, even a female cat avatar. Meow. And talking about cat avatars, you can also be a cat if you want to be. And look, they have Christmas hats. So certain avatars have things like toggles. Let me show you toggles, for example. So I can toggle on and off things. For example, the little Santa hat that's up here. We can turn that off, and you can put another hat on, like a frog hat, or a torch hat, or a wizard hat. You have different features that you can do. Different avatars have different abilities and different things that you can do. You also have expressions that you can see on my face. I have different things that I can do with my face. I can be happy. I can be angry, or I can be, you can do all sorts of stuff. Different variations of different faces that you can use when you're going around. I can also do worried face. Ah! Um, but you can also have toggles like hand toggles, for example, things that you can put into your hands. So let's have a look at some of them. You can have things like, say, a guitar. I can have a guitar. You can have things like a bucket. If I wanted a bucket in my hand, I can have a bucket. Um, good old Uno reverse card. You never know when you need one of them. You can have weapons. So, for example, if you want guns, you can have guns. You can have knives if you need knives. There's plenty of things that you can do with your avatars that you can create stuff. And all of these avatars here in this world, they do have different variations and different versions. So please make sure you check out these. Okay, so let's explore the world of VR chat. How do we do that? Well, by holding a menu button on this side, just tap it. We'll get this little menu in our hand, and using this we're able to go to different places. So the way to change avatars is to go to avatars, and you can select the different avatars you want, and you can just literally click on them and change into them if you want to. We can also go here to our worlds, and in the worlds you can see hundreds of different worlds we can go to. Let's have a look at going to a world and how that happens. Well, we're going to just pick a random world. I always like to do these variety ones because they're quite exciting. You get different versions, you get different stuff. And because it's Christmas, we're going to have a look at a Christmas cabin. So, we click on Christmas cabin here, and it brings up this world. We then can choose whether we want to join an instant here on the side, which will be with 6 other people, or in this case, we're going to make sure that we go to one on our own. And how we do that is we create a new instance and we can choose what we want. In this case, I just want to be on my own, so I'm going to click invite only. You're then optioned with 2 options. Number 1, you can join, or number 2, by clicking drop portal, you can actually drop a portal in the world that will allow you and your friends to jump through. In this case, obviously, I can only jump through. So we're then gifted with the loading screen. You'll see it loads. At any point, you can click here to return to your home world. There we go. Now I'm in. And you can see there's each world has their own sort of things. And in case here we got like a black cat store and we've got some other stuff. I like to wiggle my hands around. It tends to delag stuff. And then there's the cabin that we came here to see. And there's a few other features. So let's have a little look around. You can see that one of the main differences between VRChat, sorry, I'll have to put it with me lagging and recording at the same time. One of the main differences between this and VRChat, Meta Horizons, is the graphical detail. You can see here the graphics are much higher, and we can now go into the log cabin. At least we can try to. Here we go, and we are in the log cabin. At the moment, I'm a little small because obviously I'm a little cat. But you can have a see. There's all sorts of stuff in here. You know, a nice cozy fire. And a little train going around there, and you can, sit on the sofas, and you can go upstairs and relax and enjoy the worlds. And there's so many worlds to see in VR chat, and there's so many places to be, and it's a great way to just escape and just come and chat to people, which is basically what it's about. Now, don't get me wrong, there is the ups and downs of VR chat. Sadly, VR chat does have a McDonald's. And yes, it's full of kids. So there's a few things that are a little bit different. But hopefully you can see from this, there's a few different varieties regarding the quality of the thing and the choice of avatars that you can be. And also some of the other things, particularly with graphics quality. But with graphics quality, it does come a little bit of lag. So, yeah, VR chat. Come check it out.